Hey guys, MageKnight404 here, welcoming you back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Last time we kicked the can of Black Knight in 3 minutes, and that was awesome. And believe it or not, I'm actually recording this immediately after. This time I've got two new commentators to join me here. Introduce yourselves, my friends.
MasterKnightDH. You can call me David.
Hey everybody, MasterSoulWarrior here, but if you want, you can just refer to me as Nick.
They're going to join me on this epic chapter. Probably the best chapter in the endgame.
Agreed.
Apologies if you hear eating in the background. I'm having some corn pops.
How dull! I don't sense any enemies nearby. I know, would you all like me to tell you a story as we climb?
What kind of story?
One from long ago, long before the grandparents of anyone here were born.
Wow. That's ancient.
Yep.
In the very beginning of this world, there was only water, until one day a girl appeared. The girl was very clever, and she forged the first land. Then she made the trees and flowers, and then she created beings.
The story of grand creation? Heard it. Wake me when it's over. That's if Tibarn's in the party. The girl was you, right, Yune? Or were you talking about Ashera?
Both, really, and neither, actually. At first, the girl was excited by her new world, and she thought of the little else. Then she started feeling lonely. Every being she created was different from her. Not a single person that could truly understand her. All alone, she grew sadder and sadder, crying for thousands of years. Then some creatures began to grow and change, becoming more clever and sophisticated. They tried to comfort the girl and eventually grew closer to her. That was the birth of the Zunanma. They were your ancestors. Beorc, laguz, everyone. In Begnion, we all told that the Zunanma were human, beorc ancestors.
I'm sure there was some selfish reason why the Senders would teach that. Probably helps justify laguz slaves. Nasala says there's peace in the party.
It makes me wonder what else in my country has been worth beyond recognition. It's possible that the truth was simply misunderstood, like the way everyone calls me a dark god.
Probably, that makes sense.
Dark is not evil.
True facts. It's just misaligned.
But let me continue. The Zunanma worshipped the girl as their own goddess. They said her hair was as striking a color as dawn's first light, so they gave her a name. The Goddess of Dawn. She was a much-loved goddess.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Japanese title.
Huh.
Goddess of Dawn.
Dialed up.
Title get.
The Zunanma continued to evolve and change, giving rise to a variety of races and tribes across the land. Naturally, each of the races thought their own was superior to the others, and conflict arose between them.
Why?
The goddess tried to make peace among her people, but nothing could stop the warring Zunanma. Trying to separate the factions, the goddess gave them different names. Laguz, beorc. This only intensified their conflict.
Oh god. What?
And then, the Great Flood occurred. The goddess was only trying to bring an end to the fighting, but her power was so great that all the continents were drowned in the flood, all except Pelleas.
And as we learned in the past, it was Yune who did this flood. Are you sure about this story? It's very different from the histories that we've each been taught. That's why we've always been so adamant that the Dark God was not be released from the medallion. Gannigan says this as he's in the party. Laguz rulers have been taught for generations, though it was particularly stressed in times of war.
Among beorc nations, we only know a vague fairy tale about the Dark God stirring up a great disaster.
And Lancer throws this in if she's in the party.
So in the span of about 5 minutes, we go from creation to the flood story, and then there's the fallout, of course, which leads up to now.
Yeah, neither the Laguz nor the Beorc give an accurate depiction of the sound of it. I wonder where the story got twisted.
There's another standing in our way. I have a feeling he might be able to tell us.
Father? Oh no.
Wait, what?
Oh god, no.
Huh? My father. Just beyond these doors. My father is waiting. Dheginsea. No!
That dragon!
Dheginsea, king of Goldoa. He's supposed to be the one of the three who defeated the Dark God. Yune.
He's been blessed by Ashera.
Wait, come again?
Not only that, but it's a powerful, resilient blessing from long ago. He may be nearly impossible to defeat.
That doesn't sound very kosher.
Ray, may I?
Huh?
May I?
Go ahead.
Let's get everyone together. There's no better time than now.
Yep, here we go.
Ooh.
I was hoping to avoid this until we reached Ashera. Actually, I hoped not to have to do it at all. But she's left me with no choice. I will give you the blessings of Yune, goddess of chaos and freedom. In their natural state, the attacks of mortal beings have no effect on divine beings. When Ashera set out to defeat me, she gathered her strongest warriors and bestowed on them some of her power. This is called the goddess's blessing. She empowered the dual swords of the beorc swordswoman Altina. The laguz warrior Soen and Dheginsea, the leader of the dragon tribe, were also blessed.
Huh.
I failed then. This time will be different. I'll use Ashera's own tricks, and I won't be defeated. Everyone, take some time to ready yourselves. Beorc, be sure to equip your best weapons. I'll begin when everyone's ready.
So now we come to a very interesting plot point. You have to bless your strongest weapons in order to be prepared for the upcoming fight. She isn't kidding when she says this. Make sure everyone has their strongest weapon equipped for this one.
Which translates to get your best weapons because it's time for game hacks.
It's time for epic game hacks. And she meant weapons, and she seriously means weapons. Staves do not count.
I wouldn't have tried it with a stave anyway. That would seem kind of pointless, wouldn't it?
It'd be kind of broken if it were to pass, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Oh god. Marcia with Wishblade? Oh god. This is gonna be rough already.
Alright. Where's... There it is. I'm gonna equip all of this and equip Fenrir. Saw this fine, don't care. Sonic, you can equip this. Laguz are perfectly fine. They have to force equip whatever they have. Chuck Nolan can equip the Irvin. One for you. One for you. And that is that. We also have 3 info conversations, one of them being very long. First, we have Micaiah. Are you alright, Micaiah?
Yes, I'm fine. How about you, Sov? Are you alright? You're not hurt?
I'm not a child, Micaiah. When are you going to start treating me like an adult?
Show me your hand.
What?
Look at your hands. They're so big. They were so small when we met.
Micaiah.
I want child.
Sorry, am I interrupting something? Commander!
It's alright, Ike. How can we help you?
I was scrounging around my stuff and found some extra medicine. I figured I'd ask around and see if anyone needed it. I need to go get ready. Hey, there's no rush. We still have... You can catch a word of that, did he?
I'm sorry about that.
How long have you been with him?
A long time. I met him when I was hiding out in the back alleys of Navasa over 10 years ago.
Whoa. Flashback!
He was so skinny, but his gaze was so piercing. I wondered how such a young boy could look like that. One day I noticed he was just standing close to me, just watching. He continued like that for a few days. One day I held out my hand. He was suspicious of me, but it came over anyway. He looked like a scared animal. Then his little hand slipped into mine. It was shaking. His fingers were so thin and frail, I couldn't let go after that.
And Sov, not for 1 second, didn't think it was any weird that he was growing up faster than Micaiah. That thought didn't occur to him.
I didn't think it would occur to me.
Whatever.
After that, we traveled together all over the continent. No matter where we went, we were always together.
The first time I met him, he did it on a ship we were taking. He mentioned he was looking for someone who was really like family to him. It was you he was searching for, wasn't it?
I tried to leave him behind. When we went to Crimea, I split up from him and took a ship to Begnion. But when I reached Begnion, war had broken up between Crimea and Dane. I knew I had to return to Dane to look for him. I couldn't find him, so I went to Crimea, but I still couldn't find him. We found each other again after the war in Dane, in the back alleys of Navasa where we first met.
We took routes opposite to each other.
When I told him why I disappeared, he got so angry. I'd never seen him get so emotional before.
I can't say that I blame him. I'd be pretty furious if I had heard someone I loved was wandering around 2 countries at war. Besides, I'm sure he'd hidden his feelings about being abandoned until he saw you again. Sorry, David, you were saying something?
Dude, what? Yeah, it's frozen on me too.
Oh, damn. 1 second. Sorry about that, bit of screen sharing issues. Besides, I'm sure he hid his feelings about being abandoned until he saw you again.
I thought I was reaching the limit of how long I could stay with him. He could reach in every day, but I remained the same. I didn't want to be harmed with the curse I lived with. Can you imagine how hard that would have been on him?
You mean the blood of the laguz?
So you knew. Did you find out from the boy who was always beside you?
She means Soren. Soren, yeah. I guess you both know how to recognize people with a similar nature.
Yes, he and I are both branded.
Don't use that word. You and Soren are both people, just like me and everyone else.
People? You're just like Yune. You call both laguz and beorcs people.
Why should I care about the color of your hair, eyes, and skin, or your ears, wings, or tail? No matter how long you live or what powers you possess, we're the same. At the end of the day, we're all people.
Saul talks that way too. His time with you changed him. Thank you, Ike. I've made up my mind.
About what? I didn't realize we were doing anything but talking.
I thought I might travel off to a far-off place after all this war was over, but I won't. I'll go back to Dane. No matter what happens, I'll have Saul on my side. I'm living in fear as long as he's with me.
It seems the feelings between you two run both ways, but that's probably the wisest choice for Dane, and Sov too. Anyway.
Oh, may I have some medicine?
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Survive, Micaiah. We need you and the goddess you host to save the people of Pelleas. For better or worse.
Yes, I know.
And all that for a fucking elixir. Thank you for wasting several minutes of my time.
Yeah, it's definitely a ripoff.
This is from Sonicky.
Zelgius is the Black Knight? I don't know what to say. It's unbelievable.
What was he like in Begnion?
He was the right-hand man to my most trusted aide, Duke Saffron of Persis. He was a hero, perfect general, and the best soldier in all Pelleas. He was never anything but loyal.
Saffron is totally not this.
But you're serving another country!
I know, right? Makes me wonder how Saffron is doing.
I doubt he's been turned to stone. Even though he was captured by the king and forced through the roof of his post, he'll have found a way to persevere. Sigrun always said that there's no other master of the arcane arts who can compare with the Duke of Persis.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Don't tell me you suspect Saffron!
Well, look at the facts.
Do not trouble your mind with that thought. He would never betray me.
It's nice to think so, but if he's not petrified, he'd receive the message from Yune. So where is he? Yeah, that's a good point. Where is he?
The goddess isn't perfect. She said so herself. Maybe the message didn't reach everyone.
You have to admit that's a weak excuse. Let's leave it at that for now. We need to focus on moving forward.
Please, let's! Almost forgot. I have something for you.
What is it?
Well, you're my trusted aide, just like Saffron. You have to live, so protect yourself with this.
A mercenary with a contract to act as aide to the Empress of Begnion. Who would have thought? But thank you, Sonicky.
You're welcome, Ike. And thank you.
And we got a provide scroll, which is not bad, actually. I approve.
Cool. Oh, there we go. That cleared up. It got kind of blurry for a second.
This last one's from Reyson. Ike, take a look at this. Hey now, where'd you stumble across it? Lying around inside the tower, it seemed like the sort of thing I should bring to your attention. That's very nice of you, but you didn't have to. Do whatever you want with it. Really? Do you think I'd be able to use it? Well, don't get hasty. I don't think it's right for you. I know, I'm just kidding, Ike. Thanks, it's a very rare item. I'll cherish it. Please do. And this is for a guard scroll! Speaking of skills...
I think it's under options, right?
No. I think I have to get into the chapter in order to actually set skills. Alright, one final check before we go in. Ragnell, Purge.
Hey Dave, you getting some lag? It's like I hear what you're doing before you do it, right?
Oh, that's probably normal.
Oh, okay.
Wish Purge, Wishblade, Fenrir. Wormslayer, Irvin, Wormslayer. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
Aim real quick. Let's go!
Let's do this.
Trying to beat the music.
I think we're all ready. I'll need a laguz to transform. Let's begin.
Shiny. Oof.
You're
Like, what's-
asking about the lack.
Yeah, it was.
Is it all good now?
Seems like it's fine.
Mm.
Okay, I'm all done now. Whew, that was really hard. I think I need a rest.
Micaiah, are you feeling alright? You don't look so good.
I'm fine. Thank you, Sav.
What happened to Yune?
She's sleeping. She wants us to take it from here.
Alright, if we're all set, let's move out. Father! Uh-oh.
Oh crap.
Naga, I wasn't expecting this. It's safe to assume that you've come prepared to fight.
Hey, look, it's Wilfred Brimley.
Wow.
Or should I say Dheginsea Brimley?
Wow. How many times have I said it now? How many times have I warned against starting another war? They betrayed our vow to our goddess. We should have learned, but the fighting never stopped. Now we must pay for our crimes. We must take responsibility and accept Ashera's judgment.
He's that one boss.
He's that one boss? Well, we're about to find out if he's just that one boss.
No, you don't understand. It wasn't the war that woke the goddess. It was my song. The call to release freed the goddess.
You can't expect me to believe that. We will wait here patiently for the punishment we deserve, if you are unwilling to await judgment. Oh no.
Oh god, no.
You will stand against the greatest of all dragons!
By the power of diabetes.
He's a Super Saiyan! Seriously, he's a Super Saiyan! Father, no! Why must we fight? There must be a way to talk this through. It's no use, Kurt. We have no choice but to fight. We must reach the goddess, and not even the king of dragons can stand in our way. Round 3, heaven or hell, let's rock! Alright, so now we're in the third map of the endgame. If you've noticed, your weapons are now glowing. This is Yune's blessing. When you've received a weapon from Yune's blessing, that weapon will now have infinite uses for the remainder of the game. Not only that, it will also be able to bypass the mental skill. Also, if you're playing on easy mode, +5 to every stat, except HP, which is ridiculous. So, excuse me for a moment, I'm going to set up really quick. Ragnell, Irvin, and Wormslayer for Ike. For Marcia. Witchblade, Wormslayer. I only bless Purge just for the sake of blessing the damn spell. And for Pelleas, bless Fenrir. Where is Sonic-E? Psst. And now we'll just stock them up with staves. No status will be inflicted on this map, so I think we can get away with that. Alright, I don't think I need to give more and more to experience. Ah, what the hell. One more for Reyson. HP, magic, luck. Now for skills. I think he has 11 magic, doesn't he? Do I have more than one of? Yes, I do. Okay. I can get away with doing this.
Alright, you say so. I would have kept him the hill on personally, but okay.
Wait, since he doesn't have Kanto, yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm just saying Dheginsea's mastery skill hurts. If you're having the hill on and it goes off...
We'll talk about that when the time comes.
True.
Nullify is no longer needed on Marcia, since there are no more bow users throughout the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Finally. So, view for you, and parody. As for Pelleas, let's give him Dragonfell.
I had a feeling that was going somewhere.
As speaking of dragons, they're everywhere on this map, and they hit like trucks. We all know how.
Holy 56%.
We all know how red dragons work, since they run off physical attack and they all have a lot of skill and they have even less speed. You shall have no trouble hitting these guys. White dragons are the magical counterpart of red dragons. They hit magic instead of defense. But the moral of the story is the same. They hit hard, and you have to go through a lot of these suckers. At the top, we're greeted by one familiar face, one not so familiar face, and God. First we have Nasir, who's a level 34 white dragon, boasting 64 attack and a laguz gem. He still has Bowden, Nihil, and White Pool, blah blah blah. White Pool is a special skill for white dragons that raises magic and speed of all adjacent allies by 5. Very useful. Gareth isn't as useful, unfortunately. He was only level 31, while his high HP and strength and defense seem like a good thing, they're really not in the long run. He might show some problem. Run in terror! Dheginsea, level 40 black dragon, and as you can see, he's maxed most of his stats.
56 physical defense and 46 magic defense!
Tremble in terror, you are finished.
It doesn't help the fact that he's got the second highest HP in the game, second only to Ashera herself.
Fun fact, Dheginsea has the highest attacks power in the entire series, 75, beating out Alvis and FE4 by 5 points.
God damn.
He has Mantle.
I make Albert look like a joke.
He has Mantle, and every boss at this point in the game has Mantle. Mantle grants the following things: immunity to weapons that are not blessed by Yune, HP regen equal to your luck stat, Nihil, and Fortune. So he can't activate any skills against him, and you can't critical him, unless you triangle attack or something. Nighttide, Formship of course, being a Laguz Royal, and Ire, the dragon's mastery skill. It's basically a critical hit with a better chance to activate.
Didn't he have 30 luck?
He has 30 luck. Oh, and 5 authority stars. So everyone's getting plus 25 to their hidden evasion here. Enjoy!
Yeah, I know from experience, Ire hurts. I was fighting him like one time, and he got Ire off on my Micaiah. Dead.
We win if we defeat Dheginsea. We lose if Ike or Mickey dies. I think this is the status quo at this point. I think we've done enough lollying around.
Alright.
Let's go!